Hello everybody, this is WWE How I Would Book It 2015. Let me rephrase that. This is How I Would Book It WWE 2015, not WWE How I Would Book It 2015. Everybody makes mistakes. There is only two more episodes left after this one before WrestleMania. That means that this series is almost over. This edition of the series is almost over, and the next installment of the series will be coming soon. But for right now, let's get this started. As you see, Bryan starts off the show with a promo about Dolph Ziggler, because if you remember back on Raw, Dolph cost Daniel the match against Rusev on Raw via distraction, and then Dolph actually ran in the ring and attacked Daniel, allowing Rusev to put Daniel back in the accolade. Dolph encouraged Rusev to put Daniel in the accolade. The fact of the matter is, Daniel's pissed off. Daniel would say something like this: Dolph, I'm sick of waiting. I don't want to wait. You crossed the line when you cost me my match last week on Monday against Rusev. You crossed the line. You think that you are better off taking the easy way out to soften me up for WrestleMania. Well, Dolph, that just shows who the real coward is. All the talk of cowards in the WWE. I think you might be at the top of the list. But Dolph, at this point, the time for talking is over. Get down to this ring and let's finish this right now. But Dolph doesn't answer the call. Kurt Angle does. And Kurt Angle is pissed off at Daniel Bryan, because Kurt Angle says this: Daniel, I don't think we've ever met. Kurt Angle, Olympic gold medalist and former multi-time WWE champion. I was the WWE's resident wrestler before you were even a thought on the company's radar. I know from experience, saying thank you to somebody isn't the easiest thing, but it is the right thing when they help you. You've been avoiding me, Daniel, since Monday, and I want to know why. You've made it pretty clear since I arrived that you wanted nothing to do with me. But unlike most people, I don't want to trade words with you. And that kind of caters to your strong suit. Because I know talking ain't the answer. You think you're a better wrestler than me. Why don't you prove it right now? And Daniel just throws down the mic and is ready to spar with Kurt Angle. And they're ready to go at it, but Stephanie McMahon intervenes, and you hear Stephanie in the background screaming, "Stop it! Stop it right now! If you two wanna fight so bad tonight, how about you two team up in the middle of that ring tonight in the main event against your WrestleMania opponents, Dolph Ziggler and Rusev, if you two can handle it." And that's what this segment is about. Stephanie makes the main event: Kurt Angle and Daniel Bryan against Dolph Ziggler and Rusev. As Daniel and Kurt Angle agreed to the match. Now we move to the match involving my favorite super heavyweight jobber, Luke Harper, against the man of mystery, Christian. Sorry, I meant to say the man of injury, Christian. I mean, I like Christian as much as the next person, but, this is a game. He didn't get injured, so I kept him active. Plain and simple. I don't use him as much as an active wrestler, but whatever. Fact of the matter is, Christian won because I felt like getting him a victory. But things will change with Christian, and he will be phased out after WrestleMania. Because his resiliency is very low, which in this game, resiliency pertains to how likely it is for one of your wrestlers to get hurt, and I would prefer keeping Christian off the disabled list and on the active roster to maybe show up every so often to do a peep show here and there. But now we move backstage where Paige is sitting down at is just leaving the makeup artist. I don't remember her name. I know she was on Total Divas. I don't watch the show, so I don't know. But yeah, and AJ's skipping past Paige, and AJ informs Paige that the two of them will be in action tonight in a tag team match. Paige and Natalya against AJ and her partner, and Layla. And Paige says, "So I guess WrestleMania is coming early. I'll be looking forward to seeing you in the ring." AJ nods, they shake hands, and walk the other way. Now we move on to The Miz, and it's The Miz's open challenge match tonight. First, no, Cena does not have an open challenge tonight. Second, the reason why I gave The Miz an open challenge instead of just giving him a regular match, well, that 75 rating for his promo tells you why I gave him the open challenge match. And also Miz, it's been a while since The Miz worked, so I figured I'd give him a match. And give a little meaning to the match instead of just having a random match. So, this is who The Miz worked with. If the thing would go, he worked with Jon Walters. The reason why he worked with Jon Walters is because, if you remember, Jon has fought Dolph Ziggler and Bad News Barrett in matches since he debuted with the company. Since he debuted with me, he's done good. He did good with them, so I figured let's try him against The Miz. Not as good with a 57, but still decent for a guy with his popularity. And hey, it gave The Miz a win no matter the ratings, so either way, yeah. Following the match, The Miz cuts this promo. There is a miscarriage of justice in the WWE going around right now because I don't have a match at WrestleMania. I am the most must-see WWE superstar of all time. And don't forget, I am a movie star, a leading man in Hollywood, an A-list celebrity, and I don't have a match yet on the biggest stage in WWE's calendar year. This is a travesty, a miscarriage of justice that I won't stand for. So, I am officially entering the... Just as he was about to continue, Damien Mizdow interrupts him and says, "Miz, you want to say it's a miscarriage of justice?" Well, wait. Damien Mizdow interrupts Miz and is just doing the stunt double shtick on the Titantron, meaning he's, mimicking The Miz on the Titantron, and it's making The Miz get extremely frustrated at Mizdow. and he tells him to stop it. Miz is screaming, "Stop it! You're not my stunt double! You're not my stunt double! You got fired! You got fired! Stop it!" Miz, you're right. I am not your stunt double anymore. Because you turned your back on me. And for that, I thank you. Because you made me realize that I wasn't myself. Because using you, looking at you as an inspiration, would be like looking for a kid, looking to a kid for stock advice. You just don't do it. You say it's a miscarriage of justice that you don't have a match at WrestleMania yet. Well, fact is, I don't have a match yet at WrestleMania. So how about it? At WrestleMania, I challenge you, and the winner takes the Miz name. And all the rights to it. You have no rights to it. I am the Miz. And while he's saying that, Mizdow is mocking him again, mimicking him again. And this makes the Miz get even more pissed off. And he says, "Stop it! Stop it! You're not my stunt double!" Mizdow mocks him again. And he says, "Fine, fine, you got the match. You got the match at WrestleMania. You got it." You know what? Just scratch out the fact that I said that. It's, you know what? Forget it. Move on to the next one. Paige and Natalya teamed up against AJ and Layla. Why? The Bella Twins fought on last week's Raw. I said it on Raw that I wanted everybody in a match at WrestleMania to fight at least once before the big show. Discount. And Paige and Natalya beat AJ and Layla. Why? Because AJ walked out on her partner. Because two reasons. One, AJ is a lone wolf and doesn't want a partner and doesn't think she needs a partner. And two, AJ's a Divas champion. I didn't want her losing or getting pinned this close to WrestleMania, or I don't want her getting pinned this close to WrestleMania because she doesn't need to get pinned. So, I'm avoiding it. Yeah. Okay. Next segment. Next segment is AJ left the ring, went up the ramp and watched the match. And she left the ring when Layla was in control, so Layla didn't notice. Then when Layla tried to make the tag, she realized AJ wasn't there anymore. She looked up at the stage, saw AJ and got mad and got frustrated and was distracted enough for Natalya to hit the roller up in a schoolboy or schoolgirl and get the win for Paige and Natalya. And this leads to Paige going to the floor and posing with the Divas Championship right in front of AJ, which many would call a very heated confrontation between two of the 4 divas in the Fatal 4-Way at WrestleMania. Now, the announcers talk about the Divas title match at WrestleMania, and the fact that we just saw Paige holding up the title could be a glimpse into the future if Paige is able to win at WrestleMania. Now we move to the next match, which, by the way, 77, really good, because these guys have had quite a feud going. Bad News Barrett wins after he uses a foreign object. He had... See, Ambrose was about to win. B&B ducks out of the ring. Ambrose was about to hit Dirty Deeds. Barrett reverses it, thumbs him in the eye, goes outside the ring to gather himself, but goes under the ring and takes something out from under the ring, sticks it in his elbow pad, goes for the bullhammer, and hits Dean with the bullhammer, knocking him out cold. After the foreign object. You know what? Yeah, let's do that. This is why... Ignore this one. Ignore that segment. That shouldn't have been there. Now we move to the next segment with the announcers talking about the contract signing on Raw between the WWE World Heavyweight Champion Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns, and how Roman Reigns will be feeling after being assaulted by Brock on Raw this past Monday. Now we move to the next segment, which is Kevin Owens in the ring in a match against Jack Swagger. The reason why, take a guess. Kevin Owens starts, I would say Chris Jericho is Chris Jericho. Everybody knows Chris Jericho. Kevin Owens is still fresh from NXT, so he needs a little bit more matches, a little bit more TV time than Chris Jericho does before WrestleMania. That does not mean that you're not seeing Chris Jericho before WrestleMania. That just means you're going to see more of Kevin Owens. Now Kevin Owens cuts a promo. Here, see, I'm a big fan of Kevin, and I know he knows how to get under people's skin. So I would let Kevin write his own promo, give him creative freedom, right here with the promo, like I would with Bray Wyatt, and just tell him, get under Jericho's skin. Even if you have to shoot, just get under his skin. To make him dart out and be pissed off. So whatever Kevin would say would lead to this, which would be a pull-apart brawl. No, it would just not include the one referee and 2 agents. It would include a whole host of officials, maybe some other wrestlers, etc., breaking these two up. But either way, Jericho would come shooting out of the backstage area after what Kevin said about him. He would come shooting out of the backstage area like a bat out of hell, and the brawl would be on. But just right after, just in the snap of the just as as quick as you could snap your fingers, people are down there to break it up, and you hear the people singing, chanting, "Let them fight, let them fight." Now we go backstage as the fight is finished, and look who we've got. Lana and Dolph Ziggler. No, it's not because Lana and Dolph Ziggler are dating or, whatever. It's because Lana manages Rusev and Ziggler's Rusev's partner tonight. So what does that mean? They're discussing strategy for the main event tonight, which is right now. Kurt Angle and Daniel Bryan defeat Dolph Ziggler and Rusev when Rusev was counted out while fighting Daniel Bryan. Well, excuse me, I misread it, while fighting Kurt Angle. It worked out great. It worked out great. Rusev gets counted out, retains his undefeated streak going into WrestleMania. Dolph Ziggler and Daniel Bryan retain their heat. Kurt Angle. Both the feuds keep going. Let's put it that way. And both the feuds increase in intensity and excitement. And then this is the closing segment. Following the match, Lana steps in between Angle and Rusev to stop him. Lana, security runs out, breaks them up, and gets in between them, Rusev and Angle, as then Lana starts walking Rusev back. Dolph gets knocked outside and starts making his way back up the stage, and it's a heated confrontation, a heated stare down between between Kurt Angle, Daniel Bryan. Kurt Angle and Daniel Bryan have a heated confrontation or a heated face-off with Dolph Ziggler and Rusev as the show goes black. And that, boys and girls, is a show. Not as good as I wanted it to be, but if I've learned anything with this, when you think you did a good show, you really did a bad show. Remember, one Raw left, one Smackdown left before WrestleMania. And the end of this, how I would book it. Thank you for joining me. Don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section below of what you thought of this part of the series. And also don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel for more content like this and more content and other content that will be arriving on the channel in the not too distant future. Thanks. Hope you enjoyed. See you next time.